everyone, and welcome back to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Video on the channel. Episode 61 of Go Rush came out earlier this week, and there's not that much I want to talk about, so let's jump in. So the first thing I want to do is remind y'all of something I said last week, so I'll just let past me explain it. Last thing I want to mention. Do you guys realize how few main characters there are from the main group that haven't gotten carded or captured? Before this episode, there were 10, and now there's 9. Unless I'm forgetting somebody. The 10 were Udius, Yuumu, Rovian, Damamu, Ranran, Manabu, Nyandastar, Zvijo, Denoa, and Muta. And Yuumu just got carded, so there's only 9 now. I'm not counting the UTS adults since they don't duel. Azure Sky's been captured, and here's all the characters that have gotten carded. Yuga-chan, Yuna, Yuhi, Asaka, Manya, Bochi, Chupataro, London, Mitsugo, and now Yuumu. That's 10 people. Damamu and Ranran are hiding somewhere with Yuga-chan, Yuhi, and Yuumu's cards. Denoa, Muta, Manabu, and Nyandastar are in space on a mission. UDS is with the UTS. The only ones left that we don't know where they are Robian and Zvijo. Robian was supposed to duel sometime in the last few episodes. Was Dylan's spoiler wrong? Anyway, hopefully Zvijo's in episode 61. He was not. The entire episode is focused on Yuumu as she roams around the card world, coming across all of the characters that have been carded. By the way, this is a really funny line. They end up talking about how to get out of the card world, and Yuumu says that she's pretty sure someone has to defeat Phaser for them to get out. They ask who's still on the outside, and when Yuumu says Udius, everyone goes, "Aw, Udius." It's as if they don't believe that Udius can actually defeat Phaser. Yuna then jumps in and says that Robian will defeat Phaser, which, sorry, there's no way that's happening. Also, what if the show decides to throw a plot twist in and go, yeah, so since the last time you saw Robian, she's gotten carded. She's here in the card world somewhere. We don't know that that's happened, but we haven't seen her in a while. We don't know what's been going on. And one more thing. Zvijo weirdly isn't mentioned at all in this scene. Or in this entire episode. Did they just forget about him? If someone from the main group is going to defeat Phaser, it's going to be obviously Udius, but I do think Zvijo would still have a fighting chance against Phaser, so it's weird that he's not mentioned. Yuumu runs into Yuhi, and together they find Yuga-chan and confirm his name. Yuga-chan says that he thought they'd get carded faster, which, sure dude, I guess. Whatever. And then this happens. I'm going to give you all a second to take that in. That's a lot of dialogue there. But, basically, Yuga-chan really grinds Yuhi's gears, if you know what I'm talking about. They end up dueling because, as Yuga-chan says, this is the card world. Of course we can rush duel here. Although, something's different about this duel. I didn't realize it when Yuga-chan took his turn because he normally has Strange Cat, but then Yuhi goes and we find out that they're not using the real decks. They're using cats. And only cats. Oh, and also more cats. Which makes sense because the card world is really more like a cat world. And we still don't know why that is. Anyway, they end up dueling in a bunch of locations that Yuga-chan says are field spells, only without the dueling effect. They find London in the Royal Daemon's Field, which is appropriate. London also says this word multiple times. Anyone realize why I'm mentioning this? Tick, tock, tick, tock. Time's up! Geta? Geta is a 7th character that's friends with Kirishima Roa, London's descendant. Do you understand why I'm mentioning this now? And if you're wondering why I said the Royal Daemon's Field was perfect for London, that would be because of Roa and the deck he uses. Yuga-chan ends up playing a field spell inside of a field spell, and then loses the duel. He seems to revert back to his 7th self for a few minutes. Seriously, look at that. That's definitely 7 Yuga-chan. And then this happens. What does this mean? Where are they? Is this a field spell? I continued playing the episode because I'd never actually seen the full ending, so I wanted to check it out. I accidentally saw the preview for the next episode, and then I saw this. Dun, dun, dun! That's the Rush Duel robot. Oh my goodness, they time traveled to Sevens. They're going to just run across every single character from Sevens. Aside from Otis, who's back in the Go Rush time period. I think. Either way, he's definitely not here. Also, they're still cats. Did anybody else notice that? That actually makes sense, though. According to Yuka-chan, space-time is destabilizing. This would be the reason that they dimension hopped and time traveled, and the reason why they're still cats. But enough about this episode, let's theorize what's going to happen in the next episode. As much as I'd love it to be back in Mutsuba Town, after that preview shot, there's no way. The preview literally says it's the future Mutsuba Town. They're in Sevens. 62 is going to be the three Odos in the Sevens time period running into every single character from Sevens. And Yumu and Yuhi are going to find out more about Yuka-chan. However, it's unclear whether the humans will be able to understand them or if they're just going to hear meowing. So that might be a bit of a problem. Also, are they going to try and figure out how to get back in 62, or are they going to stay in the time period for a few episodes? I have a feeling that they're going to stay in the time period for a few episodes just for the reason of being able to interact with more Sevens characters. But all the answers to come. Jikai, Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. I have a feeling next week's episode review is going to be rather long. And that wraps up episode 61. Please remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Video.